Alright, survivors, welcome back to RimWorld, a colony simulator by Tynan Sylvester, aka Ludion Studios. And the last time we played RimWorld was back in March of 2015. It is now November 2015, so it's been several months. That was Alpha 8. It is now up to Alpha 12, and indeed it is still in development, so keep that in mind as we play here. But the game has matured quite a bit over that time frame, and there's lots of new stuff to play around with, so I want to jump in and get started with you guys right now. And if you don't know what RimWorld is, I'll put a link down below in the description. You can check out the webpage. It's not on Steam just yet, but it will be eventually. But go ahead and check out the website and learn more. Just sit back, relax, and watch the show. And the best way really to explain this game is to play it and show you rather than tell you. So why don't we just get started now. The main idea here is that you crash landed on a planet and you must survive. You start with 3 colonists, and you can expand from there. And there's lots of fun stuff in between the landing, the crash landing, and the escape from the planet, which is the ultimate goal. All right, having said that, let's just go. We're going to create a new world first, so this is all randomized. And you can change the random seed here. And the size of the map, 200 by 150, is perfectly fine. We generate. And the random map generator goes ahead and builds us a map to play around with. And I'm not too keen on this one because what I'm looking for, guys, oh, this isn't too bad. I'm looking for this. This is a new biome, relatively new, the Arid Shrubland. And I want to find Arid Shrubland with large hills. Looks like we have it. Oh, nice. All right, nice comfortable temperatures there. So let's do this map. That's fine. The last time I played, we were in Boreal Forest, right? Which is up here in the cold stuff. Fairly cold. So we're gonna try something a little different. Anyway, that map's perfectly fine. We're gonna go ahead and hit save and finish. And that's it. GG. Good job. Game over. See you next time. Just kidding. Now we get to the fun stuff. We have to create our colony, people. So we click on New Colony, and we choose our Storyteller. I kind of call this person our Dungeon Master. So if you've ever played a Dungeons and Dragons sort of game, a role-playing game, you have one person in control of the scenarios, right? And they challenge the players with various obstacles and things. And that's what our Storyteller does. So we have 3 to choose from. And I'm just going to go with Cassandra Classic because she kind of lets you do some building and regular settlement type stuff, and then throws challenges at you in kind of a gradual curve here, steadily increasing curve of challenge and tension. And I find that to be not only entertaining to play, but quite excellent for a let's play. So we're going to go with a rough difficulty level, so threats can be quite dangerous, and there are no bonuses to colonist mood or crop yields. It's a rough planet. And we'll do that, and here's our planet. Select the planet. And I'm going to go right back down to the spot that I had chosen earlier. I want large hills. Large hills, which gives us the ability to mine into the hills and make either spaces inside the hills or use the hills for defensive purposes. So, to fight against the bandits and the raiders and the evil creatures that live there. Not evil, but hungry. There's a lot of new animals too now, which we'll see here momentarily. So this looks good. The average temperature is about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That translates somewhere in the low 20s Celsius, right? So very comfortable average temperature. The high is 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which isn't bad. It's livable. And it never gets colder than about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's a very comfortable place to live. And we can grow year round, which is important because we want to grow crops. Now, one thing we can look at here is the advance button, and we can increase the size of the map, which I'm debating doing. I don't want it too big. Now let's just stick with the default. 250 by 250 should be fine. And that's it. You can select a random site if you want. If you want to do this completely random, that's great. This is where we crash land, by the way. I'm just gonna click. I'm gonna select that site. Looks great. And now we choose our characters. We've got 3 colonists to begin with. These are the only people that survived the crash landing. Now, you can obviously just stick with the 3 people that you're given. We've got Bite, a researcher, Chad the settler, and Mortis the barkeep. But I like to make sure that everyone in my group, my starting group, is at least capable of most things. If we have a dash in here, a hyphen, that means that particular person is incapable of doing that skill or those kinds of tasks. So, for example, Dominic Biter here can't cook, he can't construct, he can't grow, he can't mine, he can't craft, he doesn't even talk. So that's bad. So see right here, incapable of social and skilled labor. This is all skilled, apparently. He's a brawler. So, yeah, we don't want him. We really don't want him. So all we have to do here, in this case, if you don't want a particular character, just hit randomize and we get another one. And it just re-rolls all these stats. So I think what I might do is just go through everyone here and see if I want to keep them or scrap them and get something new. What I'm looking for, again, is that everyone is capable of doing things. You also look for these flames, which means they have a passion for those particular skills. They learn it faster. So as you use these skills in the game, you gain proficiencies. So the flame or double flame is even better. Actually, it means they have a real super passion for it. Burning passion. So those are good to look for too. Now, I am not a min-maxer. I don't look for the most optimal people. What I look for really is interesting traits. Like, I want to see some abrasive people and see how they deal with others. We have some people that are incapable of violence, so they won't be able to protect themselves or even fight for the whole town, which is kind of cool. I like those scenarios. So I'm just going to go through and get 3 really interesting people to play with, and hopefully they have decent skills to boot. But so just give me a minute here. It takes a little time, and I'll be right back, and then I'll introduce you to my 3 starting characters. So hang tight. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have my cast of characters generated, and it's a colorful group, believe you me. It's going to be quite interesting to see how they interact with one another and the world at large once things start to try to eat them and the stress levels begin to rise. So anyway, we'll take a quick look at them right now, and then we're going to get down to the planet and get started. So we have Joy the Joywire, a female colonist, age 39. She was in a shelter as a child. As an adult, she's selling joy wire products on the black market. She's incapable of doing dumb labor. She's an optimist, however, so that's nice. And she's also iron-willed. Great. She can shoot a little bit. She likes to shoot, in fact. She's a decent doctor, and she can grow okay. She likes to grow. In fact, she's got the double flame passion there. She can research and do some art work as well. So pretty well-rounded. Riddle. Teenage female colonist, age 17 biologically, 217 years chronologically, so she's been floating around in space for a while, I guess. She was a medieval slave as a child, and she lived on a high-tech world called a glitter world, and she's an empath, apparently. She's super social. However, she's incapable of violence. She doesn't shoot, and she will not hit anyone. That could be an issue when, like I said, when things come and try to eat them, and they have to fight them off. It's going to be tough. She's cold tolerant, which won't do anything here, and she's also nervous. So her mental break threshold is 8% more than normal, higher than normal. So we'll see how that pans out. She's great with animals. She can do some medicine in a pinch, and she has a passion for cooking, so that's going to work out well. She can even do a little construction. Great. She does not. Well, she has no research. She can research, but she doesn't really know how yet. And here we have our mainstay of most of my series here on the channel, and that's Pablo Punchwood, male colonist, age 27, adventuring child. As a child, he was adventuring. He's now a hired assassin, or at least that was his last job before he crashed on the planet here. He's not incapable of anything, but he has a chemical fascination. He is heat tolerant, so that should help, and he's a careful shooter, so it means he shoots slower, but he does take the time to aim. He likes to kill what he's shooting at. So, as you can see here, he's got a nice high shooting level and decent melee. He can cook. He's actually got passions for a lot of things here, but not really very good at anything just yet, although he does like to craft. So, that might come in handy. Okay, I think that's everything. So, I've got a decent group of starting colonists, but nothing super optimized. No one here is really fantastic at everything. So, it's just kind of a mixed group. And hopefully, if they pool their talents together, they can survive and get off this planet. Build a spacecraft and get off the planet. We shall see. And without further ado, shall click start and get to it. Alright guys, here we are on the planet's surface. We have our 3 survivors, Riddle, Joy, and Punchwood, along with some detritus, actually some useful items here that fell out of the sky when the spacecraft exploded. And we're going to take a look at all that in a moment. But first things first, let's take a look at our surrounding area and see what we have to work with. We have some rhinoceros nearby. That's awesome. So there's all new animals now in Alpha 12. We can even tame some of these and maybe even breed them. I'm thinking maybe war rhinos, huh? That's going to be fun. But let's just scroll back here and take a look at our map and just kind of get an idea of where we can build our settlement, because it's going to be important. Location, location, location. And I'm thinking right where they are is pretty good. We have this natural defense set up already in the form of mountains or these hills here. That hill there, that hill there, that one and that one. And we can kind of block these off and maybe build inside here. We even have an old ruin that we can utilize immediately and just shore up those holes in the walls and get some beds in there, because night's going to fall pretty rapidly, and we got to get inside to keep everybody safe and happy, and so they don't get et by any of the indigenous species. We've got some wild boar up here we can hunt. That's great. Going to have lots of meat and hides. What else do we have? We've got the boomalopes over here, which are docile, but if you puncture one of those gas pockets on their bodies, those little bubbles, they will explode, I think. That's never happened to me in any of my games, but I have heard about that. And I guess that's it for the real crazy creatures, but we may get more down the road. There's some more metal that fell out of the sky here. We'll go collect that. Some meals, more boomalopes. Okay, great. Let's get everybody in motion here. I know this is kind of a slow starting game. Ooh, a boom rat, yuck. But bear with me as we get into the real fun stuff. And that's what we're going to do right now. Oh, and we have a warg. So every time you start a new colony, it'll come with an animal of some sort. Usually a domesticated animal. In our case, it's Ginger Snap the warg, which is going to be great for home defense. And in fact, I think the first thing we're going to do with that is make sure we get obedience training going. And we just click on that. Excellent. And I know for a fact Riddle is quite an excellent animal handler. She loves her animals. Doesn't like guns or knives or anything so much, but she likes her animals. That's great. Okay, in fact, speaking of guns and knives, let's go ahead and unforbid our weapons. And let's arm Punchwood with the survival rifle and Joy with the handgun. And of course, Riddle does not fight. She's a pacifist, so she's not going to grab a weapon. And let's go ahead and just unforbid all of these items. So it's just a matter of double clicking to select the ones on the screen. You can select it like that as well, just dragging over everything. You know, I'm going to leave the silver for now. And what we definitely want is the starting building materials, the wood and the metal, so we can get going on a shelter. Okay, first things first, let's bring up the architect, go to the zones, and set up a stockpile. So our settlers here, colonists, can start dumping stuff out. Let's make it 9x7, looks good. It's just to start out with and grab this local stuff here. Got a tip that tells us what we should be thinking about right now, like making beds for a colonist and building a room. So the room is almost finished right here with this ruin. So someone lived here before us, it looks like. So we're just going to go ahead and finish it up. Under structures, walls, and we're going to choose wood. So let's put a door here. Oh, somebody's sick. So they were in crypto sleep, so Punchwood is actually, let's check his health. He's got crypto sleep sickness. His whole body feels just bad. So he's throwing up all over the stockpile, and Joy's like, what the heck, dude, really? I thought you were a tough guy. You're like an assassin. So let's just check everybody's needs real quick here. Everybody's feeling pretty good about everything. Low expectations? New colony optimism, 10. That's great. She's an optimist anyway, and she's filled with joy. Of course, she's Joy the Joy Wirer. She had a social chat. Great. Punch was just feeling terrible right now. And Riddle's feeling okay, too. So they're not so bad off. They're thinking this might be a pretty good place to settle. Why not? We're here now. Let's get some doors up there, shall we? Let's go to wooden doors and plop, plop. And it looks like Joy. Are you training the little doggy? No, Riddle. I think Riddle should be doing that. Look at this guy. Curious Rhino checking out the humans. Alright, so everybody's grabbing stuff and bringing it over here. That's great. Let's get some beds going as well, which is under furniture. And we're going to do wooden beds. We'll save our metal for more important things. Which you'll see here in a moment. Let's just get all our beds set up. And we need to make a bed for our animal. Make a little sleeping spot. Actually, can we even make a chinchilla fur bed? I guess not, because we don't have any chinchilla fur. So we'll just throw the doggy over here in the corner. Ginger Snap. Oh, he just slammed the door in Ginger Snap's face, Riddle. It's not very nice. But it looks like Riddle might be working on Ginger. There, getting him trained up. Obedience training. So your animals now, you can not only train them and harvest them and potentially breed them, but you can use them for defense. Sometimes they can haul, depending on the animal itself. Like this one will be able to haul. You can do rescue work, and it can do attack tasks as well. So right now, everybody's kind of idle. Let me just hit spacebar here and think about what we're going to do with our farms. This is an important function to get started right away, is to get food. It looks like we have some natural food growth here. We've got a raspberry bush. We've got some agave, too. These can be harvested, as far as I know. So we get some food right off the bat. Oh, I'm going to grab those. Some meals. Meals on wheels out there. We should grab that. Grab all that metal. We're going to need it. I'm going to think about early power source. We'll probably do wind turbines. Or maybe solar, or a little bit of both, really. Alright, go ahead. Do some hauling there, guys. So, yes, a little bit of a slow start. But like I said, once things get rolling and Cassandra starts throwing stuff at us, then that's when we get some really interesting events. I think I'm going to put a growing zone right here. We want to get our grower working on this. And I don't know specifically who our grower is yet, but I'm going to take a look at the work orders. We can assign things to people, giving them various roles, like grower, doctor, miner, that kind of thing. Everybody can pitch in, of course, and they're going to have to if they want to survive this dangerous wilderness, this uncharted territory. But for now, I'm just going to leave it on these priorities. Very simple. But we can change it to manual priorities and then fine-tune it, which I don't want to worry about right now. Everybody's going to pitch in. They know what needs to be done. So, wait a minute. What are you making here anyway? I want potatoes there. You stop. I want potatoes there. I want, let's put, stop, lady. Strawberries? Well, I know we want Zerigium. That is a medicinal plant that we're going to use for medicines, obviously. Hay grass to feed the animals. I don't know about corn and rice. All this other stuff is new. But potatoes seem like it would be a pretty easy and quick thing to do. Why don't we do some strawberries here? Let's do the Zerigium here. And I think I might do one more over here. 7x7 zone. We're going to have to kill those agave plants, unfortunately. But whatevs. And some hay grass. Should we even bother with the hay grass right now? Because I wonder if our animals... No, let's not do that. Let's do corn. Yeah, that's good enough. And you know what? Let's do one more little growing zone here, like a strip. Well, let's... Oh, I can't quite make 7. Let's do 7x4. How's that? 7x4. There we go. Because I don't know what we're going to be feeding these animals. I know hay grass is going to be able to be used in animal foods, but I'm not sure how much we're going to need. So we have, again, we have Zerigium, corn, strawberries, and we'll have potatoes here. And I'm even thinking one more. This is a lot of work right up front, but everybody's pitching in and I love it. Well, no, maybe not everybody. Where are you guys going? Oh, they're going to grab the packaged meals. Yeah, good idea, good idea. Sorry, I had to stop you and check in. Control freak like that. And I think over here we'll do cotton. Oh, we can make beer with hops. That's cool. So cotton's going to let us make some clothing, I think. I'm not sure how important that is anymore, but it used to be important. Hey, let's get a fire going. And I think that's under temperature? Yeah, let's get a campfire in here. You know what? It might actually make it too hot inside, but we do need light. because they do like their light. They don't have any power. Let's just get a fire in there for now. We can always put a vent in the walls here to let some of the cooler air in from outside. So Joy's gonna chop down the trees that are in the way as she's doing her farming. Riddle's gonna get a fire going. Perfect. Temperature indoors right now is 69 degrees, 70. It's going up pretty rapidly. It'll be nice and comfortable to sleep in. Let's set owners here. Let's make Riddle own that bed. We'll give this one to Joy. And then Mr. Punchwood, the assassin, can sleep in that bed up at the top. Awesome. This is great. I'm really excited about the animal taming. There's a lot more than that, too. There's crafting now, so we can craft weapons and tools. Art and crafts, so we can make statues, paintings. So there's lots to do. Really wild. We should probably get a table in here where people can sit around and eat, because they're eating off the ground, and that sort of upsets people. Let's get a little table here. How about a little wooden table? Of course, now they're all going to bed, but that's okay. This will be ready for tomorrow. And we'll put some wooden stools around it. And we can turn these this way with the Q and E, I believe it is. We'll put 4 stools in there. I'm feeling optimistic about someone joining our lovely colony here. So that will happen occasionally. Sometimes bandits will come after us. We can capture them and try to convert them. Or sometimes people just join you because they like what you got and they want some of it. Of course, the bad guys will try to come and take it from you. So there's various ways of increasing the size of your population. Rhino's sleeping over there in the woods. She's female, very healthy. 15 years old. And where's her little friend? So there are 2 rhinos. So we don't want to kill the rhinos. I'd like to grab them, tame them both, and maybe breed them eventually. So I think with that, guys, we're just going to call it quits. Everybody's in bed right now. Day 1 complete. And we'll just check in on them real quick. And by the way, I'm using a mod called EDB Interface, so it puts their profiles up top here, so you can go through them rather quickly or choose them rather quickly. I just want to see everybody's needs. So yeah, I'm sorry, Riddle ate off the ground, so she's not liking that. She'll remember that for a little while. They're sharing a bedroom. They don't like that either, so we're gonna have to make private bedrooms eventually. And it's a little crowded in here, which that will be rectified when everyone gets their own room. So this is not uncommon. That's to be expected. Your first day in a harsh alien planet. Ate off the ground, shared a bedroom. It's very ugly here, too. A little bit crowded, says Joy. Punchwood's feeling the same way. He's not feeling badly anymore, so he's over his sickness. That's nice. Had a social chat. That's wonderful. So they're all feeling pretty much the same right now. Nothing dire at this point that we need to worry about. The important stuff has been taken care of. We got the growing zones all laid out. Got our stockpile here. We got a few extra meals and some metal. We're gonna need wood though. We're down to only 1 stack of wood. Egads. So I'm not sure what gives wood here, but we're gonna have to do that in the morning. The first thing tomorrow, and that's gonna be an issue here in the shrubland. There's not really any. Doesn't look like there's any source of wood. Not sure about the cactus, like a reliable source of wood. We're going to have to chop all these down, which we can do right here. Just a matter of chopping. And it gets harvested at the same time. And that should give us some wood, I think. I believe we can grow wood, too. Did I not see that? Pretty sure I did. We might want to grow some trees. Or cactus or something, right? I don't think we need that much. Let's do like a little row of cactus here. Maybe a little more. Can we grow? Oak trees. We can grow oak trees. I guess we have oak seeds. Oh, wait. Oh, there's more. Oh, look at it all down here. We can do all kinds of trees. I don't know what the difference is. I guess just different colored woods or something. But we'll just do oak. Great. All right. So we'll have a source of wood. Because it looks like we're going to run out of wood pretty quickly. And it's already morning, and Joy's up early. Joy Wire, female colonist, age 39, chopping down a saguaro cactus. It gave us 8 wood. That's great. We can harvest that right there, hon. Let's harvest this agave. We'll get extra food right off the bat. I probably should have harvested those. Oh, I guess they didn't take them down. Nice. That one's not mature enough to harvest yet. That one is. Table's getting built. Oh, no, no, don't cut. Don't cut. All right, hey, we're looking pretty good here, guys and gals. I think we're going to end it right here, and we'll pick up in the next episode in the exact same spot. So there we go. Freeze the action, and we'll see you here in the next episode next time. I'm going to try to do this at least every other day. If I could do it daily, I certainly will, but I don't know if that's going to be possible with my schedule, but we'll see. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like to show your support, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.